Hello everybody. Remember, if you like the videos, like, sub, silly, comment, share, support the channel if you want. I appreciate it. Thanks. I got asked, what do I think about this technicals and guilty gear shit? I think you would know what the fuck I think about it already, but let's make a video about it. A couple of things that stuck out to me. VICKI, oh my god. VICKI is a fucking... I've said before, VICKI is a fucking freak. A freak show. A freak show is actually insulting to freak shows. An obsessed stalker of mine for years. And to be honest, I've said before, I have no knowledge of who VICKI even was until Dragon Ball Fighter Z. And I started seeing this person named VICKI telling weird fantasy stories about me on Twitter, including stories of me losing to people that could not beat me a single round. VICKI is, I mean, Jesus fuck. And you know what? I'm going to show this, though, because this is actually what stuck out to me.
Suffering that they goddamn well told you to leave the fuck alone. You're a fucking wretched ghoul. I wanted to see what kind of person would tweet these kind of things, so I looked at their pinned tweet. They have another account, a more personal account linked.
You know what a bitch is doing at like 4 a.m.?
What a bitch is doing at 4 and wearing a dog collar.
Pizza. Yeah.
They're a pain slut pup. I'm a dog, treat me like...
Okay, do you want to know what I looked at this, and I've said this before, dude? What the fuck is this person doing with their Medicaid supplement stack? Like, it must be terrible to be somebody that you don't want to be. But I gotta be honest, there is nothing feminine about VICKI whatsoever. I've only seen a few pictures of VICKI. This is the first time I've ever seen them in motion, and it's terrifying. I had never heard their voice before. They are more masculine than this technicals guy. I mean, I know beauty is subjective. Beauty is subjective. But I think probably most people would say that technicals, and this isn't to talk shit about technicals, technicals is a more pretty man than VICKI is a fucking freak show, whatever the fuck. I could not believe VICKI has that masculine of a voice. Oh my God. I was like, what are they doing? Are they even trying? Whatever drugs they're using, they're not working. They need to go back to the doctor. Your drugs are not working. I think VICKI must have been lobotomized. I don't think they're actually going through any treatment. It's not working, and I know I'm capping on them and I'm shitting on them, and they deserve it. And I actually think, I don't know what Technicals is doing actually saying that VICKI is good at games, because VICKI is somebody that ran from me in video games. VICKI ran from me on a broken controller without me playing video games for years. VICKI is the same person that wants to pretend they're amazing at video games, and they button bind and macro everything. They can't even do it manually. They're just a fucking freak show. And again, I've never even heard of this person until I made a Twitter, and apparently they've been telling weird fantasy stories about me for years. And it's, you know, there is a human side of me that must be like, wow, to be that ugly in a freak show like VICKI, it must really suck in your soul. But I've said this before, that lots of people aren't who they want to be, right? And I just got to ask, what are these people doing to be this ideal of Bridget? You know, it's just, it's absurd. And to not talk shit about VICKI for a second, I saw this. I think we should kill technicals on...
I looked it up. This is one of the official editors for the Guilty Gear Wiki. How does saying we...
So, and you know, this is what this is really about, right? People are asking, what do I think about this? Is anyone surprised that they're talking about killing him? The overly radical LGBTQ, and I've said this before, the LGBTQ has used something that's supposed to be for good, and they have used it for absolute fucking evil. There is just tons and tons of just absolutely terrible LGBTQ people that have overtaken the fighting game community, right? They have no shame in talking about killing people, having people killed. I've showed it for how many years have they talked about killing me. They post pictures of me on oxygen. They post pictures of me after radiation, how funny it is, joke about how I was left for dead, all this kind of stuff. I mean, I guess technicals must not know much about the fighting game community. I think he's a Smash guy. Am I correct? I don't know a lot about technicals, so take that with a grain of salt, but I think he's from Smash. You know, the Guilty Gear community, the fighting game community should just be burned down as far as I'm concerned and started over. It's no shock to me that a person that runs the wiki for the game would want to kill somebody since they've wanted to do the same to me. You get banned for mentioning me in Discords. You're not allowed to talk about me whatsoever. You must give credit for everything that Clayton did to other people. It's just, I don't understand the coddling of such evil people. And I don't understand why any of these people are actually allowed at tournaments when they openly joke about killing people all the time. That they don't like them. I mean, again, just look at my story, dude. And people are like, oh, you hate transgender. People still try to say that I hate transgender people. I hate gay people, this kind of stuff. It's like, I'm the same guy that had gay people from the fighting game community live with me. I housed them. If I hated gay people, why did they live with me? Why was I housing them? I have no problem saying a transgender person can be attractive. Right? But as a not gay male, if I were to find a transgender attractive, it would be because they are feminine looking. Not like VICKI, who is more masculine than technicals. Right? I mean, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? That's the first time I've ever seen VICKI in motion, I think. It's crazy. It's like, I really don't know a lot about my haters. I see a couple pictures and I'm like, ugh, 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 ugh. Seriously. It's just terrible that the way that the fighting game community is coddled. So many just absolutely evil people. And it's the overly radical LGBTQ that has taken over the community, not through any merit of their own, not through any actual skill of their own, through corruption, through evil. Again, look at my story, so crazy. And I know some people say technicals should do a video on me, and that would be great. Again, I don't know technicals. Who knows? Maybe technicals hates me. He could. Who knows? I can't keep up with everybody that hates me. Like I said, I didn't even know who VICKI was until Dragon Ball FighterZ. And apparently VICKI's been writing about me for years. No idea who the fuck the person even is. But anyway, yeah, no, I mean, the technicals thing, I would love to see him just burn down the whole fucking fighting game community from top to bottom. Expose Buttmonger, you know what I mean, for all the evil he's done. Show Event Hubs. Event Hubs is the biggest American fighting game site, in America, right? Dude, burn down Event Hubs. Show Event Hubs what they've done. Look at all the lies that Event Hubs has helped spread about me, while then helping other people actually fake illnesses for money. Whoa, geez, people don't want to talk about that, do they? Expose Max. Max is a fucking fraud, right? Taking credit for stuff other people did. Guy's making millions of dollars. Who knows how many thousands of dollars he's made off of me? Who knows how many thousands of dollars the fucking video game community? No one has ever done what I've done for tech and fighting games. And look at the way that the community treats me. Oh, then Watson recently told me he talked to James. Oh yeah, I don't remember why we're not allowed to talk about Clayton. I just follow the rules. That's apparently what he told Watson. I mean, again, burn down the whole fucking thing. And it's not just the overly radical LGBTQ. Of course, there's many other people. Although I guess you could say there is a disturbing trend of people that have lied about me that end up being gay. That is quite strange, as we've showed many times before. There's a disturbing number of gay members of the community that I used to think I was friends with, and then I did not have sex with them, so they apparently hate me. Pretty disturbing. I mean, for all I know, Buttmonger. I'm actually shocked that Buttmonger hasn't come out as gay, and then he has a secret crush on me from all the stuff that guy said about me. He's an exception to the rule, apparently. Yeah, Anyway, I just saw this, and again, people are like, what do you think? I'm not surprised. And I don't know why these people are allowed at tournaments when they openly will talk about killing people. Openly, I mean, look at what they fucking said about me. There's still a lot of tournaments, and that's what I've said before. Motherfuckers think, why Clayton, why don't you go to tournaments anymore? First of all, I don't play anymore. Like I said, I think it's been 10 months. Or I played once in 10 months, I think, video games, right? So I very rarely play. Had surgery on my hands, broken controllers. So the competitive aspect of video games just doesn't really, you know, that time in my life is gone. I won tournaments. I did well for myself. I feel lucky that I was able to do well for myself considering the circumstances. And I don't talk about how I'm better than everybody else competitively. But tech wise, that is something that I can still enjoy video games with. And tech wise, it is true that no one has ever done what I've done tech wise fighting games, right? And even if I had a urge to play video games competitively, and if I could again, why the fuck would I go to tournaments when just like these fucking idiots here, people talk about having me killed all the time? You know, like I said, I live in a place where people are allowed to carry guns. Do I need to carry a weapon if I go to a tournament? I mean, there is a lot of years and years of people saying a lot of creepy stuff about me, joking about me dying. You know, I mean, I don't know. Sounds like I might need to protect myself. All right. So anyway, looking at this, I'm glad it's getting more attention because, you know, the fighting game community tries to hide everything that's happened to me. So hopefully when I see these videos, I hope people realize that these kind of people have done the same to me and they should be exposed. They should not be allowed at tournaments anymore. And I mean, that's really it. And like I said, the only other thing was that I didn't realize that Vicky was so masculine, and I don't think their drugs are working. And this isn't talking shit about technicals. You could say it's actually kind of giving him a compliment. I think technicals is more pretty than Vicky, to be honest with you. I'm just saying. Anyway, I mean, I would say technicals is probably a pretty boy. That's what I would say. I did not realize that Vicky was that masculine. I was just like, whoa. Anyway, remember if you like the videos, like, sub, silly comments, share, support the channel if you want. I appreciate it then. You know, whatever. The end.